The Indian Air Force is celebrating its 88th Foundation Day. The IAF today is almost unrecognizable from its humble origins in 1932. From a small group of about 24 men, it is now a family of around 140,000 active personnel. Our next report traces the journey of the Indian Air Force and the challenges it faces in the decades ahead.
On this day in 1932, the Indian Air Force was established. A supporting fleet to Her Majesty's Royal Air Force. Back then, 6 officers and 19 sepoys constituted the Air Force in India. 88 years later, it has grown into the world's 4th largest air force. 139,576 active personnel, approximately 140,000 reserve personnel, and more than 1,750 aircraft. That is the strength of the Indian Air Force as it celebrates its 88th Foundation Day. As always, the main event was the parade and the fly-past at the Hindon Air Base. India's high-end acquisitions were on display. The MiG-29s, the Sukhois, and the newly inducted Rafale jets. India's Air Force Chief talked about how the new acquisitions have boosted India's air strength.
The recent induction of state-of-the-art Rafale, Chinook, and Apache aircraft have added significantly to our combat capability over our adversaries in the battlefield. Our offensive strike capability has been honed further with upgradations of our aircraft, with weapon systems and sensors, ably supported by a networked decision-making matrix.
The Air Force has given India a decisive edge over its regional rivals. In the 1965 war, the Indian Air Force raided multiple air bases inside Pakistan. Again, in 1971, during the Bangladesh Liberation War, it turned the tide in India's favor. Flying 2,000 sorties over East Pakistan, providing cover to Indian troops. Another landmark operation was the Balakot airstrike. 12 Indian Air Force fighters crossed the line of control. Their target? Jaish-e-Mohammed terror camps in Pakistan's Balakot. The airstrikes were a successful display of the Indian Air Force's covert striking capacity. While the Indian Air Force is undoubtedly a well-oiled war machine, it has also been crucial in humanitarian missions. In 2013, when the northern state of Uttarakhand was ravaged by floods, it was the Indian Air Force that came to the rescue. Under Operation Rahat, as many as 20,000 people were airlifted to safety. The biggest civilian rescue operation ever undertaken by an Air Force. Looking ahead, the Indian Air Force does have its work cut out. Squadron strength is far below the sanctioned requirement of 42. Foreign dependence continues to remain high despite a concerted effort to buy Indian. Indigenization is likely to be the Indian Air Force's biggest challenge in the coming years. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION World is One.